In life, many of us believe that working hard is the only key to success. But have you ever thought that just working hard is not enough? True success doesn't come from effort alone. You also need to work wisely. Think about a lamp that burns quietly all the time. Most people don't notice it. But the moment it goes out unexpectedly, everyone suddenly pays attention. We are the same. If we don't make others recognize our presence and contributions in the right way, one day someone else might take our place, assuming we were unnecessary. Let's see what today's story teaches us about life. Once upon a time, there was a young worker in a factory. His mentor was an experienced elderly craftsman. The wise craftsman advised him, "Learn to work with full focus, speak less, and strive to become the best at everything in this factory. Make yourself so skilled that no one can replace you." 10 years later, when the elderly craftsman retired, the young man stepped into his mentor's position. Following the advice he had been given, he continued working with dedication, focus, and unmatched skill. One day, he decided to visit his old teacher. The elder noticed that his student looked a little frustrated and asked, "What's troubling you? Is there a problem?" The young man sighed and replied, "I have followed every word you told me. I work with full focus. I stay quiet. I've mastered everything in the factory. No one is as skilled as me. I've made myself fully competent at every task. Yet, I can't understand something. Those who don't even have half of my skills have been promoted. Meanwhile, my salary is still the same as it was when I was your assistant." The elderly craftsman asked, "Do you truly believe that you are indispensable to this factory?" The young man nodded firmly. "Yes, absolutely." The old man thought for a moment and then said, "All right, do one thing. Take a day off tomorrow. Give yourself a little rest." The young man was surprised but thought the advice made sense. He thanked his mentor and immediately applied for leave. The next day, when he returned to work, his manager called him into the office. "Because you were absent yesterday," the manager said, "the factory faced many problems. The tasks you usually handle with ease couldn't be completed properly by anyone else. It made us realize your true importance." Recognizing his value, the manager promoted him to senior technician and encouraged him to continue working with the same dedication he had always shown. The young man felt immense gratitude for his mentor's wisdom. He understood that this was the real secret to success. From that day on, whenever he felt underappreciated or overlooked, he would take a day off. And the following day, he would find that the situation had turned in his favor. This continued for several months. But one day, to his shock, he was denied entry to the factory. He had lost his job. Confused, hurt, and unable to believe what had happened, he returned to his old mentor. With a voice full of disappointment and wounded pride, he asked, "Why did I lose my job? Didn't I follow your advice exactly?" The elder shook his head slowly. "You only learned half the lesson, not the full truth. You understood that if a lamp burns steadily all the time, no one notices it. People only realize its value when it suddenly goes out. But you were in such a hurry to apply that lesson that you didn't understand the second part." "The second part?" asked the young man, stunned. The wise craftsman replied slowly, "Yes. The second part is even more important. If a lamp keeps going out repeatedly, sooner or later it will be replaced with a more reliable one. Who wants a lamp they can't depend on? Think about our own lives. We often take family, friends, or co-workers for granted simply because they are always there for us. But what if one day they are gone? Only then do we truly understand their value. Don't wait for that moment. Be grateful for them today, and make sure you are not ignored or undervalued by others. But that doesn't mean you should stop working or throw everything aside just to prove your importance. Keep doing your work, stay balanced, and maintain consistency in all that you do. When you do this, life will reward you with recognition, respect, and balance.